welcome back to the Choice of Entity web series. The last issue I want to address today is jurisdiction. In addition to choosing the type of entity to form when starting your business, it's important to consider the jurisdiction of that entity in forming your business. All 50 states have laws governing the operations of the various business types. We happen to be in New York. Just because you're in New York doesn't mean your business entity has to be formed using the laws of New York. You can pick and choose the laws of any state you want to form your entity in if those laws are beneficial to your particular set of facts. For instance, New York has a law, and if you form a corporation in New York, you're going to be subject to these laws. New York has a law that says the top 10 largest shareholders are personally liable for wage claims of employees of the business, which means that if you form a New York corporation and the business is going out of business, but there's unpaid wages to the employees, that the 10 largest shareholders are personally responsible for those wages, and that liability is not trapped inside the corporation. Also, New York law gives 20% shareholders the right to go to court if they feel that they're being oppressed by the majority owners of the corporation. They can go to court and ask the court to effectively liquidate the company. These are two powerful statutes that would apply if you form a business in New York. Other states may not have those particular statutes. For instance, Delaware, as of today, doesn't have those provisions. So if these issues were important to the business owner, they may want to pick Delaware over New York, or vice versa, depending on their particular situation. Another issue that comes up in choice of jurisdiction is creditor rights. Different states have different rules regarding the rights of a creditor against the entity or against the owner of that entity. And if there's a real possibility of a lawsuit, either pending or in the future, then knowing what those creditor rights are in the various jurisdictions may be an important factor in deciding which jurisdiction to form your entity. So, to summarize, in addition to the choice of entity, the various types, it's also important to decide which laws you want to utilize in forming that entity. Just because you're in one state doesn't mean you have to form your entity under the laws of that particular state.